People are making 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K a month. With these online directories, they're super easy to create. He thinks it's one of the lowest risk ways to start a startup. I'll let you decide.
Directory applications is probably the easiest way to make money at this point. And in this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step process that'll allow you to turn your Google Sheets data into a full-fledged application, and that too in just 30 minutes. Hello, my name is Harshit Tyagi and I'm the founder of Agentivise. We are an AI agency that helps small and medium-sized businesses with custom AI workflows, automations, and software solutions. I have built dozens of directory applications and we have fine-tuned the entire process. So all the prompts that you need, within 15 interactions with Lovable, you will be able to build your entire application. You just need two tools, Lovable and Supabase. Supabase will have your backend, Lovable will handle your UI. All right, so let's start building this application. The use case that I have picked is the YC Hub database. So I'm trying to build a directory application where I want to showcase all the companies that have been backed by Y Combinator. Now, for people who don't know, Y Combinator is a sort of like an incubator, a VC firm that helps young folks build applications and they fund all the good ideas. So if you are building something really cool, specifically in this day and age when everybody is trying to build something with AI, you have Y Combinator like incubators where you can apply with your idea, with your prototype. And if you have customers already, then that's a plus. Acceptance rate, I'm not really sure, but it's very low. So if you get into Y Combinator, it's pretty good. And if Y Combinator is backing your idea, obviously it has got some value. Now I have this database which contains all the companies, all the companies from 25 that have been 25 and 24 that have been backed by Y Combinator. Now I want to turn this into a directory application. So for this sort of data set, the inspiration could come from apps like Product Hunt. Okay, let's see how I turn this database into a directory application. Step by step. Now I have figured this out, over like multiple iterations. I've built many directory based applications at this point. So this is by far like fine-tuned approach, fixing all sorts of mistakes that I've made using all sorts of vibe coding tools, Lovable, V0, or Cloud Code, Cursor, all of these tools. So for Lovable, we pick ideas that are like prototypes or these types of directory applications that are like pretty easy to generate. These are like simple ideas, not very complex. And for the backend today, to host this database and get everything, running and functioning, I'm going to be using Supabase. So we'll come to this later on. So this is our major like backend service that we are going to be using today. Let's start. The first step, obviously, like for a few prompts, like one or two prompts, you can like move things around. You can, follow what your instincts are saying, but largely the process and the chronology of these prompts are going to remain as is. So the first prompt is, setting the UI theme, what my application is going to look like. I'm going to like add a landing page on top of it, which should be like high converting landing page. For now, this is like the first step that I'm taking, primarily with an idea that this is the theme, the UI theme that I want to follow. Okay, I have already figured out like a roadmap for my application. So this is like based on that, all the prompts, etc. I'll give you like the complete roadmap as you can see here. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, I have divided it already. Now, for the first prompt, I'll just copy it from here. This is giving instructions to build a compelling landing page with the headline, clear call to action, sections describing app's purpose, image, graphic, expert copywriting techniques, and whatnot. Okay, you can further, for this landing page and for copywriting and all of those things, you should watch the first video. I've covered, a bunch of those details there. So for now, I'll just copy this entire thing and I will paste it in my Lovable project. Okay. For now, we don't need to integrate Supabase. We'll do that later on. But this is just for the landing page for now. This is the first step that we are following here to build our application. Lovable is going to get started on this application. Every prompt currently is taking somewhere around 2 to 3 minutes. All right, so our landing page is getting loaded here. Okay, so landing page was just to set the UI theme. We have a purple gradient theme that's going on here. Now, let's go on to building the core user experience for this directory based application. Okay, so we're going to look at what the dashboard, the navigation structure, the user journey is going to look like. And then after that, in prompt 3, we're going to add user authentication. So prompt 2, dashboard and core app structure. So please build a dashboard that people will see when they log into the platform. We will authenticate later, but ensure only sign-in users can access this. And then the dashboard should have left all of this like the navigation structure. I'll just copy this entire prompt 2, pass it on to Lovable here. This is my entire prompt, hit enter, and this should start building our core user experience for all the authenticated users. Now, on the right-hand side, we keep seeing the preview. For all of these changes that Lovable is making, we can always turn on the code mode where you'll see what all changes are going on underneath. So here you would see all of those files getting loaded. Most of the applications have React based within Lovable. So all of that configuration from here, the components, all the pages, these are all the components that we have: CTA, features, footer, hero, testimonial, all of those different sections. So the code is over here, and largely since we are vibe coding, so we usually have a preview opened up on the right hand side, and then all the changes are being made by Lovable in the code underneath. So this has started to add all of these features now. Add dashboard with company. Okay, preview latest. Although this is, we'll not be able to see this once we run all of these prompts, the left panel and all of those things. So right after this, we'll add authentication. Now, the next step is we'll add this, integrate user login, sign up, account management using Supabase. Okay, so I'll just copy this. And this is going to be done using Supabase. Now, at this point, you might want to add or connect your Supabase account with your Lovable. So here I already have an account. You can quickly sign up with GitHub or Gmail, create an account on Supabase. It's by far the best platform that you can use today that allows you to run and manage your entire infra, as in the backend, pretty seamlessly within Lovable. So you can build the front end on Lovable. All of those things are going to be taken care of by Lovable. The backend will be handled by Supabase. So I already have this organization. You can create a new organization as well. So I have this within the organization. I'll create a new project. Organization is selected. Project name, I will call it YC Hub. Okay, add a database password. Okay, this is my database password. I'll select the region, create new project. Now, this has set up a project for me. So YC Hub, that's it. These are the steps that I have to take for now. If you see manage Supabase, click on this button on the top right, click on connect Supabase. All right. And from here, I'll connect. So manage connected organizations. I have one other organization which is currently connected. So I have this agent-wise Lovable. This is the workspace Supabase organization. I need to add my current organization. So you can click on add organization, give it all the permissions, authorize Lovable, connecting to Supabase. Right. So now agent device, this is the org that I wanted to connect. Continue. And now YC Hub, this is the project that we want to connect to. Great. So our YC Hub project, you can see the project is now connected. This is great. Let's come out. And now I'll add this prompt. Please add authentication pages between the landing page and the dashboard when someone clicks on Get Started or Explore Companies button. So basically the whole authentication process will start from there on. Great. I'll hit enter. There goes my prompt number 3. Authentication setup should be done right after this. Now, when you authenticate, Supabase is going to create a table for all the users who would want to sign up, log in, manage those credentials, username, password, and whatnot. So it is now trying to create those tables, the schema for your backend for all of your users, so that they can authenticate. Now, Lovable will prompt you whether you want to approve this particular structure. So click approve. All right. So prompt 3 has run. Add authentication pages. This has been done. It's time to test. If I click on Get Started, let's check. I have the screen pop up. Okay, I have email and password. All right, great. This seems fine. Let's try to sign up. Need an account, sign up. Okay, I'll create an account now. Harshit, and then the email, let's say password. I'll try to create account. This will probably send me an email verification. Please check your email to confirm. All right, so here you can see that I've got Supabase Auth. So here I'll just copy this link address and go here. I'll just confirm. There should be that's it. This is my application. So I should be able to sign in from here on by using my email and password. And by the way, if you want to add sign in with Google or any other provider, you can do that as well pretty easily. So adding password, the simplest way. All right, great. So I can see the dashboard now. Let me close this. So left panel, this is what I prompted, the dashboard in the core user experience. I have some dummy. I have not added any data, as you already know. Our database is completely empty. So I have got some dummy companies here, and let's continue building this application. So I can see that this is working fine now. This is already good to go. I have this dashboard set up. This is pretty good. Now the next step is the most important step. Now prompt 4 is for setting up our database. This is the most important step in the application, where we'll set up the schema. We have the companies table and we want something called as suggested companies. Let's say if a user wants to add, they know that this is YC company which is not there in your directory, and we want to suggest something. We want you to add this particular company in your database. Then in that case as well, we'll be able to look into it. So these are 2 tables that we are creating. If you further want, this is a simple structure here. If you want likes and comments and all of those things, you can get ChatGPT or any other large language model to basically get that done as well for that schema. So these are all of the field names. You can see company name, description, industry, website. These are all of these column names that I have here. Okay. So create 2 tables. This is the schema. I'll copy this entire prompt, paste it here, and I've mentioned that you should have row level security. So for this, row level security should be implemented. Both of these tables, row level security is a policy within Supabase such that nobody who's not signed in or anybody from outside should not be able to access those rows from that table without getting authenticated. They should not be able to access it. So this is very important, considering the security of your applications that you are vibe coding using tools like Lovable. So keep this in mind. All of your important data, all your tables. So this is at a table level. All of your tables should be secured with this RLS policy that is provided by Supabase. So I'll run this prompt. This has gone. Now we'll have our database schema set up. So when this is done, You can see I'm not interacting with Supabase at all because we don't need to. Lovable is already connected with Supabase and it'll handle all of those things, all their backend operations as well using their integration. All right, so the prompt has run, the database is ready. It asked me to approve the structure. I did that. Supabase should be set up. Let's go on to Supabase and check what all has changed. So within Supabase, you have the left panel from where you will be able to look into your database, the tables that it has created, and all the other things. So if you go to table editor, you can see create a table, all of those things. I have these tables currently in my database. Okay, if you see like this is your database, you want to look at, okay, what all do I have in my database? You have companies table, you have suggested companies, user roles, etc. This is created by Supabase authentication. Automatically, these are like profiles, again, connected through authentication. And now here, let's come to table editor. Open up companies. It's currently blank, but the schema is generated. This ID column is going to be set up automatically by Supabase whenever we'll upload a new file, a new data set. This will be done and taken care of by Supabase itself. The main data starts from here for us: company name, company description, industry, website, founder name, founder LinkedIn, founded, team size, location, socials, created at, updated at. Okay, so these are like all of the columns that we have here. Great, this is good. We have profiles and suggested companies, which are again like empty for now. Profile is one. I'm the logged in user, so this one is for me. This is good. So prompt 4, the database setup is done. Let's move on to adding some functionality. I'll implement admin dashboard for company management so that I can create new companies, read, update, delete if I want to, have that sort of capability. Because with directory applications, you need that sort of capability because you are the owner who should be able to do that pretty easily. Although you can go into Supabase and in your table editor also you can delete or add rows. So I'll just copy this and I will paste it here. It'll implement the admin functionality. Great. So we have the admin dashboard with us. Created this admin dashboard, full company management with CRUD capability. So you can see that I do not, in the prompt it is mentioned that this dashboard should be a new page or section that provides full management of the companies table. It should include all of these things, and then the admin dashboard that is only visible to the users with the admin role. Now, if I go on to my table, if I check the profiles here, so this is my profile, okay, user roles. Within the user role, I have this role thing. Okay, great. Now, if I want to mark myself as the admin, then what will I need to do here? Now, I am not the admin at this point, but I can ask Lovable to quickly make me the admin for this dashboard, my email, then I'll provide work.harshit@gmail.com. Okay, make me the admin for this dashboard. This is done. Let's see if it will be able to handle the Supabase action directly from here. Okay, so you can see that it has suggested this database change. I will approve this and I'll go to this table. Okay, you have companies, you have profile. You can see this is, I'm the only user currently. If I look at user roles, now it has admin access at this particular user ID. This is basically my user ID from here. Okay, great. So now once I have this implemented, admin access, if I click on, if I just quickly refresh this once, this is the admin panel. Okay, from the admin panel, I will be able to add the company name, industry, company description, and all of those things. So from the admin panel, this admin panel will not be visible to everybody. This is built just for me. Okay, great. So add new company, this also, or the admin panel, this has been created just for me. This is redundant. If I have admin panel or add new company, this should work directly from there, but fine. I have company. This is like the main dashboard, which is going to be visible. This button is not going to be visible to people who are not admin. Okay, so instead of add company, this will basically become suggestion for all the users. Let's move on to prompt 6 from here. Implement user suggestion form. So the prompt builds front-end feature for regular users to suggest new companies. I'll copy this prompt. For all the authenticated non-admin users, please add suggest a company feature. This is what this prompt does with all the form filling, like the entire structure of that form, how to submit, and it's all of those other things. Now this will start running. We are at prompt 6 with user suggestion form. After this, we'll implement, the approval feature as well. So admin should approve or reject the suggestions from the users. This feature has also been implemented, suggest a company. So my suggestions, suggest your first company. So now every user will have this my suggestions suggest company feature, using which they'll be able to upload a new company and suggest that you make it part of the directory. That's done. Now we need to implement admin approval dashboard. So copy this prompt. Admin will start getting all the requests from users, and they'll be able to tell people whether they want to approve or reject those things. So let's build that dashboard as well for the admin. All right, so admin panel has also been implemented. You can see I have the pending section. There's an error that has popped up. Let's look at the logs. Runtime error. Okay, dismiss. If I refresh, you can, by the way, click on try to fix, and Lovable will take care of it. For now, I think there is no error for now. Okay, this is all good. I have this implemented. Let's move on to search and filtering. Okay, for any directory application, search and filtering, these are two core features that it should have. If I have a directory containing thousands of companies, users would want that the discovery should be as easy as possible. Okay, so search and filtering are two very, very important features that you need when it comes to a directory application. They're more advanced features. If your database is huge, you might want to look into RAG based or vector based semantic search and all of those other things, such that even if it is quite close, the results should pop up. Let's copy this. The prompt looks something like this. Let me just run this because it will take time as well. Please add robust search and filtering capabilities. Search and filtering will be handled in the backend by Supabase itself. It provides all of those API endpoints to handle these. The main companies tab, that is visible to all the users. So add a search bar that allows users to search across the company name, founder name, industry fields in the public companies table. Implement filtering options, then ensure that the list of the company profiles dynamically updates as users type into the search bar or apply filters. Now this is going to be handled by Supabase. All right, so our feature is implemented. This is fine. If I go to companies tab now, I have this search functionality. No companies found because we don't have any companies. So at this point, one thing that we should definitely do is add the companies from our sheets. So what I'll do is I am going to download this entire data set that I have here into a CSV file. Okay, so this is going to be .csv. I'll just download it onto my machine and I'll come to companies table. Now this is obviously you can have this through scripts also, but for us, since we are handling CSV, we'll be able to do it manually. I have import data from CSV. The table is empty. I'll just click on this. I will browse my files, downloads, YC database. This is the CSV, open, and it gives you this error, data incompatible. A total of 396 rows will be added to the table companies. Okay, the CSV cannot be imported into your table due to incompatible headers. Okay, So you can see that my sheet here has all of these things like uppercase, whereas the schema had underscore and it's. Let's do one thing. We'll change this. We'll remove this file. What we'll do is we'll change the name here. So company name, company description. This should be industry. So website, founder name, founder LinkedIn, founded, team size, location, socials. This is done. Now it matches the exact same structure that we have: founded, team size, location, socials, created at, updated at. We can delete these as well, like created at, updated at. Let's see if it works at this point. I'll have to download another version of my CSV. Import data from CSV, browse. There we go. Let's try to upload this. This time it has worked. No errors. So I should be able to click on import data. Okay, invalid input syntax for type date 2023. Okay. And it's saying, discard the changes. It's saying that the founded column that we have, okay, this is date. Instead of date, we can edit this column. This should not be date. Change this to text for now. Okay. Save this. I've changed the type of the founded year, and now I'm going to try to import the CSV again. This is the new file. Click on import data. Okay, I have got another error. Invalid input syntax for type integer n/a. Okay, where is this error? We'll have to. Okay, so team size, some of the team size I think is missing, and that's why it would have given us. Oh, okay, I have n/a here, and there might be some. Okay, you can see this is empty. For now, I'll just mark 2. Okay, for remove file, browse, number 3. Import data. There's another error. Shouldn't have been there. Clear all. Okay, NA. There's one last one. Okay, remove the filter. One final download. Hopefully, let's check number 4, import data. All right, so we have the data all loaded in our database at this point. So this is good. This is good. Socials for some reason has not been imported. I think it's primarily because of the URL. It's a edit column. There should not be JSON-B. A simple text field should have been the case here. But okay, fine. Cancel. Discard. Okay. For now, socials is not that important. We already have LinkedIn. So, okay. I think let's just refresh this. We should have the companies now loading onto our dashboard. Loading companies, and there we go. We have our directory working. This is like the core logical checkpoint at this time where we have everything like figured out. All right. Now that we have the data, the checkpoint, everything should be working. Let's say I want all the B2B companies. So now you can see the search is working. Let's check for some specific company from here. I have Ember Copilot. If I search for Ember, I have Ember Copilot, Ember Robotics. Okay, and if I search for Copilot, all right, great. So search is working. If I check for industries, AI, this is the AI. So this, I think industry is not working. All right, so you can see that industry filter is currently not working because it is taking this industry column as text. So everything, although these are like comma separated fields, these are basically tags, generative AI, open source infrastructure, and whatnot. So we want to be able to search with or filter with any particular tag. So, but right now, all of this is like text value. So we need to figure out a way to turn this into a multi-select field. While we have Lovable, so what we'll do is we will take a screenshot of this, and here I'm going to upload this screenshot, this image, and ask Lovable, make the industry column a multi-select field from a text field such that the industry filter starts working on individual values within the industry column. Multi-select field from a text field in Supabase. Let's see what it does now. Okay, so it has suggested some database changes. Okay, it is writing all of those changes. Convert industry. I am going to like approve this. So it has given you a migration plan as well, that for all the existing values, there should be a migration because we already had data. So it has asked us to make some more changes to approve more setup. Let's remove this and we'll refresh this to understand. You can see now. So industry has been changed from text to a text array. And now if I go back here and I load industries, okay, this should, all of these will start changing. You can see now. Okay, so every single tag within the industry column is now treated as individual value, not a complete text blob. So if I select AI now, all the companies with AI are going to load. So industry filter is also working now with us. Great. So this is working. It'll stop making some changes. It'll finish off. Great. Now it's all about, adding more advanced features, but largely your directory is in place. You can add like all sorts of like UI layers and whatnot, make it like look more elegant, fashionable, all those things. Great. Now that we have industry filter, search, everything is working fine for us. Let's move on to prompt number 9, implement company logo. So please enhance admin dashboard by allowing the admin to upload a company logo in the add new company, edit company, forms, etc. All of those things. So we can add a company logo. For now, this is like optional. It is fine even if you don't want to. And add user Facebook bookmarks. So this is important. I would want to save a few companies that I want to track as a user. So copy this. Please add a favorite or bookmark feature allowing any logged in user to save companies they are interested in. And I will start running this prompt. So on each company card, public directory, add a toggleable. So we'll be able to like toggle whether I, wish list, sort of like a hard button on top of it. Create a new table in Supabase called user favorites. Okay, so it'll start implementing. I'll approve the Supabase interactions that Lovable is making. It is handling the Supabase backend for us end to end. Okay, so you can see that the favorites feature has been implemented. Now, if I, click on this heart, so I favorited 2 companies, and if I go into my favorites page, they start loading up here. Companies, loading all the companies. I'll add my favorites. Okay, this is fine. If I remove this from here, and if I go to my favorites, this is removed. Great. So favorites is working. Pagination and sorting. So if I go to companies, currently, if I like scroll down, companies will start. So it's like an infinite scroll at this point. So pagination and sorting, this is important. Improve the usability of this app. I'll copy this. This is the next prompt that we'll run. This is probably the last one that we'll run because all the others are, the enhancements that you will continue to add on each of these. By the way, this is the structure. I would want to go back to the landing page so that like a random sample of all of these companies are also showcased on the landing page, so people understand what sort of directory this is. Okay, what sort of value I'm going to be getting. These are all of these like company description, etc. Further, if you want like add more details, the more enriched your data is, the better your directory is going to become. So we have pagination applied at this point. Able police, okay, second page, then we have third page. Great. So at this point we have implemented the entire dashboard with sign up, sign in, everything is working. Let's quickly log in again. And the next step is you might want to add like some sort of like Stripe link and all of those things. So there are some duplicates in my dataset, so I think that's why we're seeing these as like 2. Second page, third page, I will be able to search for company name, any like mem0. I have mem0 right over here. So this is checking across like all those things. There are like some duplicates that I have in my database, but yeah, that is fine. Great. So this is like what my database is all about, my directory is all about. The only thing that we have to keep in mind at this point is the better your database is, the better your Google Sheet in this case is, the better directory you would be able to build. Now further, if you add more details like SEO scores and all of those things, what they are doing, news, all those other elements, if you can connect with your directory application, it'll become a better product for the users to use, for the users to pay for. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. All the resources that we have used, that I've shown in this video, you'll be able to find them in the description below. Also, let me know if this sort of directory, like the YC directory, is something that you would want to have access to. I can make this live. And if you want to see me keep building on top of this directory, just let me know in the comment section. That's the best way to understand what you guys want and what sort of skills you want to learn. So I'll continue to make more videos, make this directory like a full-fledged application. And if you want to see like Google authentication, Stripe link, payments, how to handle all of those things as well, I can make it part of the upcoming videos.